Hello, everybody. Today, I'd like to talk about grinding Sweden, because I know some people were talking about grinding Sweden in the past vid, and they're mainly talking about like the 5 BR, they were having issues like 5.0 BR, or 4.0, or this and that and whatnot. So, you know what, I decided to just go through and just have a look at what is really good for Sweden. I spoke to my friend in my squadron who has Sweden maxed out, who's played basically every Swedish vehicle. So you can pretty much get a better idea of what is really good to play and what is not really good to play. So I'm gonna go through like some of the low stuff first. That way, you guys can get a better idea of what you want to play initially first. So the first set is row one. Row one, like rank one as well. I'm gonna say row one, like the very first like row of vehicles. So rank one and row one, you want to basically avoid the IKV 72 and the Vickers Mark E, and get all the other vehicles to the left. So rank one, get all the vehicles to the left, and that's it. You can basically complete that rank. You can move on to the next. Post editor note here from Nightmare himself. Uh, if you see any crosses during the video, please take note that those are crosses that indicate don't play the vehicle or don't bother getting it. It's not worth it. Buy the vehicle. You have to buy the vehicle, but don't play it. That's all. Anyways, back to the video. Requires one additional vehicle. I don't know if it does. Then what you can do is look into basically unlocking the IKV 7.2, but don't bother playing it. So unlock everything else first, and then once you've unlocked all of it, then move on to the next vehicle down the line. Main reason being is that for rank 2 you don't need any of those vehicles. They don't require you to have the previous vehicles beforehand, so it just starts a fresh line, and then from rank 2 you need all the vehicles to get everything else later on. So you get the idea. Now moving into rank 2, you have stuff like the you got a few different things you can play around with. I think the first vehicle you want to get is the Lago 1, and then the STRV, and then the STRV M42EH. Get those three. That's your 2-7 lineup for rank 2. You can also get the little AA truck thing. That's all right, but you want to get the second one, or not the PB the vehicle that comes out to the the M40, that thing, and then that's like the first one you want to get. You want to get the thing after it, which is the L62 Anti 2. That thing is pretty good, from what I've heard. So I'm yet to try it myself. I might actually try and play it in the gameplay behind. And if I do happen to play it soon, I will change my opinion on it. So you get pretty much the L62, and you get the STRV, the Largo, and the other STRV, and that's your 2.7 lineup. This should become a workhorse for the next few vehicles. So once you've basically the vehicles with the lines across it, they're vehicles I recommend you don't buy them, but don't crew them, don't play them. So they're pretty much vehicles you don't play. That's the whole thing behind it. So if you're looking to think if a vehicle's worth playing, the vehicles with lines through them are not worth playing. Buy them, but don't play it. It's as simple as that. If you buy it and play it, you're gonna have a rough time with it, and trust me, you will. Now, once you've got through like those sets of vehicles, you move into rank 3. Rank 3 is actually alright for Sweden. Not the best, but it's alright, to say the least. So for rank 3, you want to get the PVKV2. Last, get that last. That's like some of the vehicles you want to get last. The key vehicle you want. And I don't know why I was talking about the L62 as well then. But yeah, L62 is rank 3. Sorry, my bad. But if you're looking to unlock the like a really good lineup for Sweden. The 3.7 Swedish line has the best of both Germany and Russia. It gets the Russian T-34 1941, I think. No, it's 1940. I can't remember the exact variant of it. It's an alright T-34. It just doesn't have the goofy turret. So pretty much what you can do with that T-34 is it's a pretty good brawler. The Panzer IV has a pretty good gun, but it's a really weak hull. Sorry, I'm still ill. But pretty much what you want to do is you want to use both those vehicles, learn both the playstyles, and use it as effectively as you can, because that will be a really good 3.7 lineup. 3.7 is a common BR. 3.7 to 4.0, you'll never be weak there. It only relies on your skill, like your crew skill, but also your skill in game and how you respond to some of the fights. I highly recommend, if you are gonna play this BR, make sure you get a really good crew for it, because you're gonna need it. It's a really fucking wild BR. There's a chance of an update to 4.7, but even at 4.7 you can still do work with the tanks you're being provided and given. So never feel weak. You still got a pretty strong lineup, and you get the best of both worlds with it. Now, you know, once you've done the 3.7 grind, you can pretty much just carry a lot of this BR, like a lot of this rank with 3.7. You can then get the 4.0 stuff. The 4.0 stuff, alright. I don't really like it too much, per se. I quite enjoy the tank destroyers though. The tank destroyers are pretty good. But goddamn, it's just it just feels like it's not right sometimes, because you get a lot of city maps, and you know it ends up being that pretty much, and you just get flanked and you get killed, and it's really fun though. So you know, 4.0 I do recommend as well. So 3.7 have that 2 vehicles and steamroll. 4.0 recommend those 2. So also with the 4.0s, use them to modify research. Modification research quickly lets you progress through the fucking rank. Now, you know what? You know, there's that one PVKV4. That's shit. Don't play it ever. Why would you want to harm yourself that way? I've tried playing it. It's just awful. It's just awful. Not even a late round saves it. The SCRV 42DT. Some people might say, why is that on there? My main reasoning behind it is that it's basically it's got similar pen rate to the Sherman 76, but it's on a smaller gun. But also, my main gripe with it is it doesn't get stabilizer, which is what made the Sherman viable for me in many cases, and because of the pen rate of the Sherman. It's just shit pen rate for 5.0, and it's just not worth it with the caliber of it. So I recommend, just if anything, buy it but don't play it. Now, if you're looking at PVKV M43 1963 and question why that's not allowed, why that's don't play, don't mean not allowed, don't play it. Mainly because it's the 4.0 thing with rooftop armor and a different round. That's it. That's all it really changes. It doesn't really change much. So why would you play that thing over the thing at, you know, a lower BR that's already pretty good? Because the thing is, the turret armor doesn't even change either. So it's just led to me just saying, what's the point then? Why would you want to play that? So, you know, at the end of the day, just avoid that thing. If anything, it's just not worth it. And then, you know, move into, I think, rank 3s? Oh, rank 4s now. Sorry, my bad. The rank. Oh, and also Comet Ones and the PT-76. Sorry, I missed those two out. Those two pretty good tanks. When spaded, when not spaded, they're pretty awful. You can see me playing it right now. The Comet one I'm really familiar with because I used to play it a lot back in the day, so I'm quite good with it. And I know its stock round is quite shit, but I know what I'm doing with it. So pretty much these two, you're gonna have to learn their playstyles. The PT-76 as well. When it's stock grind is pretty shit on a PT-76. I'm on the border saying don't play it, but also it's a pretty good tank when you get it fully spaded, and you know you play it a lot with it to get the crew up. Now, you know, there is also one more vehicle, which is the PVKV2, which I completely forgot about. It's alright. I don't really like it, but other people like it. It's a good 4.0 vehicle if you want to have a 4.0 for it. So, you know, take it if you want to use it. I don't personally like it. Now, next up is rank 4. Rank 4, you get a few vehicles which you just avoid. This is where you really start to feel the pain a bit. Now, I recommend you do get the T-34-85. It's a pretty good tank at the end of the day. I personally love the tank. Some people will have a hard time playing it. New players especially will have a hard time playing it. So try not to, you know, play it, but don't play it too much because you'll hate it unless you use the late round, which is the much better round, really. So you want the late round, which is the better round. Not the APCR, but the regular non-K round. The non-K round is the best round for it. Now, some of you might be questioning why band cannon, or the Bacan 1C. It's good, but it's not great. It's there for memes, so use it for memes. Don't use it if you're trying to like seriously grind through stuff. LVKV 42 4.3 AA. In fact, do try it. If you like it, you like it. If you don't like it, don't play it. But 4.3, you have nothing there to line it up with, which is why I wouldn't recommend it. SCRV 7 and 4, don't play it. Don't do that to yourself. Don't hurt yourself. It's actually quite bad. The PBV 501. Some people are going to question why not that thing. That thing is just a BMP1 without the ATGM. Yes, but also you're quite squishy. Okay. So, you know, a higher BRs, I would kind of see why. But at this BR, you are very squishy. And I've seen a lot of stuff at 5.7 where it just runs around the map and it, you know, APHE slinks hits into your side, you die. You get shot in the front turret, you die. You get shot in the lower front, and then you know you try and fire back, but then the guy's already pulled back. Congrats, you now just sat there and waiting to die. Aircraft CAS 5.7 is ridiculously good, so you're gonna get bombed almost instantly. It's 5.7 is where a lot of CAS happens from America, and sometimes you'll be fighting against America in Sweden anyways, so you're gonna get fucked pretty much. So I tend to just say, you know, try and avoid that thing. It's a decent tank, but it's not really great. If there's some of you like who wanna get it and play it and see how you like it. I'm gonna try and, you know, I will change it at some point if I do a video on it and I recommend it. You know, keep an eye out for that video when I do come to play that thing. I will do a video on it just because it's a vehicle that's interesting. But also it misses the ATGMs, which is why I'm like, it's not that great without the ATGMs. You can one-shot stuff and disable it, but that's a disabling shot half the time, and you can use your Cornet launcher to, or what your ATGM launcher to just kill it completely. So, you know, that's where I'm kind of sitting on the fence with it. And also because 5.7 didn't really get 6.7 didn't really get a good lineup for it. You get the Beacon 1C, which is, again, not that great if you're looking to fucking play something to grind. Now, you know, now we got the Charioteer. Charioteer's a pretty good fucking tank, but when I played it, it was atrocious. I really hate the thing, and I still hate the thing. The armor is non-existent, despite the fact it has a giant turret. The turret is gonna be the reason why you're gonna die 90% of the time. So I highly recommend, if you do come to play the thing, to at least, just don't even crew it. It's not even worth it. Buy it, don't crew it. Now we move into, you know, your rank fives. Rank 5 is quite alright. If I do say so myself, you get a lot of lineups. No, you get two. Okay, so you get two set of lineups that I would already see right off the bat. Actually, correction. Yeah, two. Sorry, two. You get 7-7 and 8-0. 7-7 lineups and 8-0 lineups. 7-7, you get the IKV-91, which is a laser rangefinder. Okay, so it has laser rangefinder at 7-7, has heat FS, and it has really good speed. The only thing it lacks in is armor. On many maps this is pretty good, on some maps it's pretty bad, but overall it's a pretty good tank and I highly recommend you pick it up. Now the STRV-81 is just a, you know, an STRV, or basically, I forgot what it's called now, Centurion from Britain, but it's just Sweden brought it. Now I won't tell you what exact model it is. You can look into that if you are interested in it. But pretty much, it's a solid platform. I highly recommend it. Stabilizer, APDS, what more can you ask for? Paired up with a ZSU 57-2, which is already disgusting. And because you're at 7-7, there's a lot of squishy things at that BR. So, in the end, what it leads to being is that you can do a lot of nasty fucking things with it. And, you know, I highly recommend you do pick it up. Now, you know, now we move into the ATO stuff. I heard the PVBV 551 is alright. To me, it's an ATGM launcher thing. I highly recommend don't use it 24/7 to grind. Don't use it 24/7, basically. It's kind of alright. It's kind of not alright. It's got no armor, which is my main criticism. On some maps, okay, so some maps, this is a strategical vehicle. Some maps you'll be able to sit at the back of the map and just launch ATGMs willy-nilly. And that's it. T-54, solid tank already. Nothing more needs to be said. Look up a video on how to play the T-54 if you don't know how to play the T-54. Decent pick. Now the USH 4501 or 4505, be a tank, you're a rat. No, don't be a tank. Be a rat, you're a fucking car with rockets on it. Go do shit. STRV 101, which I believe is the what was it? It was one of the it's one of the Centurions again. So you have to look at which model it is. I won't go into too much detail on it, but again, Centurions are pretty alright, and I highly recommend you pick it up. The STRV 103A is basically the STRV 103 Premium. I highly recommend you pick it up as well. Not the premium one, but the regular one. Also, the STRV 81 RB57. If you want that as a premium, buy it. It's again, it's a Centurion. You can't really go wrong with it. Get APDS. You also get rockets on that one. You do pretty good work with it. Next up is the Veek 40. Definite pick. Don't like. The thing is, don't. Okay, I won't talk about it yet. This goes into the next rank, basically. So, you know, it's a definite good pick, if anything. So, what I will say is, if you really want a an alright, oh sorry, if you want a pretty good AA, the VK40 is a pretty good pick. But yeah, I'll say that for in a couple seconds for the next bit. Now, I highly do recommend as well the... What am I missing here? I'm missing one of them. Okay, I just discovered that that it's still the same rank. Okay, so 8-7 is also a lineup that you get. So pretty much you skip 8-3 with Sweden. So 8-3 you pretty much skip. You don't want to play 8-3 anyways. 8-3 is pretty awful, awfully balanced. So you pretty much get the idea. So what I'll do in a sec is I'll also pull up the wiki because I've got like a shitty fucking picture of everything right now. But yeah, la, 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 la. Pretty much, you know, the V comes into the later part of the lineup. So Veek lines up with the next rank a lot more than the current rank is in rank 5, which is what we're at right now. And also, there's one more premium vehicle which is currently hidden on the images. That's the Vidar. Vidar, worth it. Buy it. Nothing more needs to be said. Now, if you look at the screen for a second here, I will quickly bring up some of the. I'll quickly finish up the video with just covering a lot of these vehicles as well. So 8-7, you get a pretty good lineup. IKV 91105. Pretty good tank. You get APDS to start off with, but you used to get a dart round later on. Worth it. Worth every bit of it. Crew it. I'll also have a... And the thing is, also these latest screenshots I'm going to put on screen right now, it's basically all the rest of these vehicles are worth it. So, okay, so now we have the IKV 91. Worth it. Pick it up. SDRV 105, 104. This is a Israeli variant of it. I've heard it's pretty good. Pick it up. So you can also pick up this thing. This thing is also worth it. Pick it up. Enough. You can't really go wrong with those two. And you get the ITIS PSV. Pick it up. It's a pretty good anti-tank as well. These two, they're alright. They're alright. That's all that needs to be said. They're alright. Again, very strategical vehicles to play. And the T55M, worth it, worth every bit of it. Every bit of it is worth it. You get this round, which is cracked round, definitely worth it, and it's a pretty good platform as well. T55. So that's the 8-7 lineup, and you know the Veek's also included as well. So you want the Veek in there definitely for AA. Now for 9-3, you get the CV9030 Finn, which is pretty good. Apparently, it's just a lower BR Puma. So, you know, pick it up. It's quite worth it. It's, you know, you're a stabilized 30 mil that can dispense APDS and darts. And you get a UAV. And, you know, what more could you need? I'm pretty sure you also do get thermals on this thing. It doesn't necessarily state it right now because the modification stuff's still fucked. Gaijin fix it. But that's it. Yeah, you get the SDRV 105. Again, you know, worth it. Pick it up. It's 105. You can't really go wrong with it. I think it gets thermals as well. And you also get a pretty good dart round to finish it off with. And it's also upgraded Centurion. Don't think these Centurions are shit because it's Centurions. They're upgraded engines as well. And the Israeli variant. You do get smokes as well. And you get the T72 M1. Pick this thing up. If you don't pick this thing up, you're fucked. Again, pretty solid pick. I won't even go into it. It's a pretty good pick. Now, you do get some 9-7 stuff. You get this thing here, which is just a bigger cannon variant of what we had before. To the 40 mil. Pick it up, worth it, and so is this thing here as well. If you want a decent AA vehicle, so you can bring up 9397. 9397 is pretty good. Now for the next BR next BR goes into rank 7. So we're just checking out rank 6 a second ago. Now we're at rank 7. Rank 7, you definitely want to pick up everything at rank 7. It's really good. especially the Azrad. The Azrad is really worth it. I won't go into too much detail on it, but if you pretty much unlock the later missile, you'll have a sweet time with it. And the mouse guided missiles as well, so you can't really go wrong with it. No, and so is this thing. This thing's pretty good AA as well. I think you do get proxy. Now, lastly, is this rank here. Again, everything's worth it. So there's nothing much more you can go wrong with. And don't buy the TATU. Just get it with squadron stuff, please. Other than that, that's it for Sweden. I'm gonna get back to the grind and unlock everything myself. I'm nearly there. I'm gonna probably play the T-34 just to get everything unlocked for this rank here. And I'll cover me playing Sweden tomorrow as well. Now, if you want premium vehicles to buy, I definitely recommend picking up the Sherman. This will add to your 3-7 lineup. I recommend picking this thing up as well. This will add to your 2-7 lineup. Don't pick these up. Don't do it. Don't pick up the rank 1 stuff. Definitely pick up these rank 5 stuff. These are really good together. And definitely pick up the Leopard 1A5 NO. This will go well with your 9.3s for later on. And you got a couple event vehicles here as well. If you can't see them on my screen, but I can see them in the War Thunder Wiki. So I definitely recommend picking them up. And also you have the CV90-105, which sits here next to the CT. Definitely buy it. You won't see it on my screen, but I'll take a picture of it in a second and post it on screen for you. Buy it and crew it, definitely. And that should carry you through up to ranks, the next rank, or the last rank here. And you should have everything unlocked, hopefully. That's it for today. Surprisingly, 26 minutes of just me explaining tanks. I'm so sorry you had to sit through this. I really hope this does help some of you lot with the grind. Whatever speeds up the grind. 26 minutes, but you've pretty much learned what to avoid and what not to avoid. So yeah, I'll be live on Twitch anyways. Straight after this video goes up, so check me out on twitch.tv/slash nightmare EHL Europa Halo League. And leave a like if this video was helpful, and subscribe as well. And take care. Bye. I'm gonna be having fun editing this later.